Fading on the hook off glass, wasn't close, and Ding comes out with that rebound. Brandon Paul, yeah, that corner three is his shot. And Paul is back. Here's Ding, ever aggressive, floats it up and in.
You know, Ding's in an interesting position. You know, if you look at him in China, making an NBA roster permanently.
Ding got it up ahead to Bikes. He taps it to himself, and he will lay it in.
Pretty athletic play there.
Here's Hamilton. And the rebound to Ding. Very active, feisty player.
Yeah, can do a lot of things. You know, he's probably getting a little bit used to just the play over here early on. But the Mavericks staff's very high on his ability.
Christmas blocked that shot. Montero had a chance, but couldn't find a home. Ding driving on Leslie, almost tripped, off glass and good.
It's obvious to me Ding has a little bit of a knack of getting into the paint. I mean, he hadn't shot the ball extremely well here, but he's versatile enough that he's able to get into the lane.
And Ding helped create that turnover.
Might have gotten away with the travel here, but he's patient, doesn't hurry, sizes up the defense and finishes.
Now, are you talking about a travel on the initial move or a travel after the Euro step there?
Yeah, with that kind of shooting performance, it's going to be tough.
And a travel here on Jarnell Stokes. And he's wearing a grimace on his face of disbelief. Brandon Paul back in for the Mavs.
Maybe by bringing Paul back in the game, they can get off the snide from a three-point shooting standpoint, since that's what Paul does. He makes shots for you.
He's made one shot on 4 attempts, 0 for 2 from 3. Great setup in the jam, softly by Warney.
Paul showing some versatility.
If the Jazz lose Gordon Hayward, is it a death knell? Or can they remain above the playoff line in the West?
You know,
this is now 3 games in 3 days, plus the travel, plus the wedding.
You know, he fell short on that shot right there on a flat shot. So there's probably a little bit of that at work.
Bikes. Off to Ding, and that's a block and an and one.
Yeah, you know, I mean, how many times is Ding going to get in the lane? I mean, you know, he obviously has the shot. He can set himself up with the shot fake. When he gets in there, he goes hard, and this time makes the athletic play with the and one. Getting a little bit more comfortable with each game, Ding is.
And Ding put up huge numbers last year in the Chinese Basketball Association. 24.2 points, 5.2 rebounds, 1.5 steals, shot 51%. But he's fouled by Leaf, otherwise he would have had a nice highlight.
Yeah, boy. You know, he's becoming one of my favorites here now.
Well, GA and I have been talking about him. I just like the way he plays. He's got the nonstop motor.
Plays hard, plays hard. You know, once again, you get the block, they get out on the break. And we talked about it before, you know, how Dallas has gotten back in this game is they get stops, right? Give themselves more opportunity. They already had 7 offensive rebounds in the first half to 2 for Indiana. That also gives you extra possessions. And in the second quarter, because they're getting out, easier shots, finishes at the rim, they shoot 52% in the second quarter as opposed to 30% in the first quarter. That formula, that's how you get back in games.
So Ding, true from the line. He's averaging only 14.5 minutes through the first 2 games, averaging 4.5 points per game. And we talked to Mike Weiner, their summer league head coach. Do you anticipate Indiana picking that up, or do you think that Joe Young is in a fight for his pace or life scenario here in Orlando?
I do. I think this summer can be really valuable for him in terms of showing the Pacers that he can actually run a ball club. You know, because it hit.